What do I think is going to be the coin that is going to go up the most in 2021? Wow. Okay, so just to let you know, last year when I did this video, and I did it on the 13th of May, 2020, after a long deliberation and going through several coins, I actually said that that coin for last year was Ethereum. And that has gone up 1,817% since that time. So I think that was a pretty good call. Now, by the way, I'm not saying that there aren't ones that might go up more, but what I always look at is the risk-reward ratio, right? So we don't want to be going into Dogecoin, which, yes, could make you even more than 1,817%, but it could also lose you everything. So I want to make sure that when we're discussing this, that we're going into one that, yes, has the most upside for sure, but also has really, really good kind of risk-reward ratio. There's a couple that I'm going to look at, so in a way I'm going to kind of tell you about how I'm thinking about a few more as well, which I think will be helpful as well. So for example, I was thinking about Theta, thinking about decentralized streaming. They've got a patent on that. One of the founders of YouTube is involved. The price has gone up massively. It's going to be used a lot if you think about all the decentralized streaming that's going to happen over the next few years. So I thought about that, and that was kind of in my short list. Then Voyager. Voyager is an exchange which is taking on Coinbase. I think that could go up to about $30 or so this year. It's struggling a little bit because it's getting so many people coming on that it actually can't onboard them. So you have like a week and a half waiting list, which isn't good, but on the other hand is good, right? But not good. So I was thinking about that because also its team is very good. Like, so for example, the former CEO of E-Trade, which of course is a very well-known broker in this side of the world. I thought about BNB because if you think about it, several things. One, Binance is building up this behemoth, this absolute incredible ecosystem of joint ventures and chains, and absolutely amazing. And I remember buying it at $8. It's now at $15 or something like that. So that was definitely on. And remember, the reason that I really like BNB so much is because they burn tokens, and the token burning introduces scarcity into it. So I really, really like BNB. That was my short list. And then, I also thought about XRP because I was thinking, okay, so in this current bull market, XRP has risen. It was at, generally tended to hover at around 27 cents, around that for a long, long time. And I think is now at $1.50 or something like that. But it hasn't got anywhere near up as much as the others have gone up because of the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, deeming it to be a security token. So in other words, if, and that's the word if, the Security Exchange Commission say, well, actually, you're not a security, then that is going to go up the most, more than any of the coins that I've mentioned, in my opinion. But remember I talked to you about risk reward? It might not happen this year. So I can't, in all good faith, talk about XRP, although it was certainly in the mix. So the one that I think is kind of the safest, safe is a relative word, but the safest one to go into that I think is going to do the best this year is, drumroll, is Cardano, ADA. Now, Cardano is one that could be a real sleeping giant because it's working on being the Ethereum killer. And by the way, the reason I didn't mention Polkadot is just it doesn't seem to be one that really does go with the same amount of gusto in terms of price than some of the others, and then there's others like Pancakes, there's lots of them, right? There's lots of ones. I could have mentioned Neo, which is having a resurgence right now as well, but I really think Cardano, just because, and this is one major reason. We could talk about Charles Hoskinson, we could talk about, his background and the fact that he used to work with Ethereum, as, by the way, did the person who invented Polkadot as well. You can talk about the way that they have, proof of consensus, the fact that they kind of make sure that everybody has to approve before it goes on, which kind of slows them down as well, but it makes it very robust. They've not had any hard forks, which means everybody seems to agree. They're just starting to go and do massive things in Africa. So there's lots of things going on. A lot of decentralized projects that are starting on in Ethereum are moving over to Cardano because it's just faster and cheaper. There's lots of different reasons, but let me tell you the number one reason, this might surprise you, is the amount that is being staked In other words, something like 82% of all the coins that are out there on ADA, Cardano, are actually being put into a staking pool, meaning that people really believe in this project. They have really diamond hands, a little bit like the XRP army, really. They are saying, this is for the long term. I'm not going to sell it any day soon. I am holding on for dear life. And that's why they put it away and are staking it. That is a really bullish sign for me. As they start building on it, and why is it at the market capitalization that it's in when it's hardly even started? So there is a bit of a risk, right? There is a bit of a risk. There's never anything which is totally risk-free. And then all the others are good as well. But I think that Cardano is the one that is going to have massive upside because of all the reasons that I said. So let's see what happens. And of course, I mean, all the coins that I mentioned, but Cardano is the one that I think for 2021 is going to do extremely well. And yes, some of them might do better, but in terms of risk reward, I think this is the one that I'm going for. Cardano, ADA.